The Arewa Youth Assembly, in conjunction with civil society groups, organized a national unity rally and joint press conference with the theme Equity and Equality, Tool for Nation Building and National Unity. This was aimed at calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure the full implementation of inclusive governance for regions to be equally represented in his political appointment. Correspondent Chinwendu Osisiagu has the details. As part of effort to address the issue of inclusive governance, the press conference organized by the Arewa Youth Assembly was targeted at imploring President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure inclusive governance and distribution of appointments as the second tenure commences. In attendance were the President's Coalition of Civil Society, Solomon Adodo, Vice Chancellor, University of Nigeria, Professor Chukwuma Benjamin Ozumba, Director of Media Publicity, Danese Momo Prince, and the Speaker, Arewa Youth Assembly, Muhammad Saliu Dalami, and many others. The President's Coalition of Civil Society, Solomon Adodo, explained that the group was organized to preach the message of peace, adding that the strength of Nigeria lies in our unity and not acrimonious diverse tendency. He also called on the President to embrace the whole nation as is.
The Arewa Youth Assembly, in conjunction with over 50 civil society organizations and youth groups drawn from diverse ethnic nationalities across our nation, Nigeria, have converged on this ground of the National Unity Fountain, a symbol of unity of our nation, to preach the message of peace, to pass on the message of unity, to pass on the message of national integration, to pass on the message that Nigeria is greater as a nation than the interest of any one individual. Follow Mr. President as a true patriot that he is, to ensure that post May 29, 2019, no region, no individual, no religious group will have an excuse to say we are raising a voice of dissent because our people have not been appointed. Greatest Nigerian people!
The Director of Media Publicity, Danese Momo Prince, also called on the President to ensure the full implementation of inclusive governance for regions to be equally represented in his political appointment.
Our message is simple. Arewa Youth Assembly is asking Mr. President to run a government of inclusion. Nobody, no group, no individual or a society should be left behind. We are appealing to the conscience of Mr. President. Yes, he is coming from APC. The PDP practitioners are Nigeria. The APC practitioners are Nigeria. Cut across all the political parties as far as is Nigeria. We are urging Mr. President to make his second tenure to be a Nigeria project. We are the youth. The leadership of Arewa Youth Assembly has deemed it fit to reach out to other civil society and other ethnic groups and nationality that there is need for all of us to unite as a nation.
The Speaker, Arewa Youth Assembly, in a speech called on the President Muhammadu Buhari to place the nation first and to discontinent negative calls that are not in the interest of the nation and ensure that appointments are distributed across the geopolitical zones on the basics of merit.
The Youth Assembly, in conjunction with other civil society groups, calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure inclusive governance and even distribution of appointments as the second term commences. We are all conversant with the sporadic accusation that tirades thrown at President Muhammadu Buhari over the appointments made during his first tenure. It should be noted that the purveyors of this accusation did not mean well for Nigeria as a whole. Neither did they seek to protect the interests of the region they claim to be agitating for. The resultant effects was just bad publicity for Mr. President and continued acrimony among brothers from diverse parts of the country. Enemies of this collective progress thus easily folded their arms and watched while the negative grand plan prevailed. President Muhammadu Buhari has demonstrated in several instances that he is the father of all nations. His good intentions have been abused by a handful in the past, but this coming era should give no room to such fellows who will want to tarnish the very pristine, patriotic and aristocratic good image of the president.
The Vice-Chancellor, University of Nigeria, Professor Chukwuma Benjamin Ozumba, called on the youth to always be on their toes, stating that the youth are the strength of Nigeria and must be united in order for the country to move forward.
Youth are the strength of Nigeria. 60% of the population are the youths. And you have come with something that will move this country forward. It will be forwards ever, backwards never. It is important that the youths are bound together. Now we must remove divisive efforts. We have given our beloved president a mandate to lead us again. Am I right? Yes. And we must be bonded together behind him in order to deliver the goods we are looking for. We are yearning for the goods. What are those goods? Education, jobs, prosperity. In ourselves to support the efforts of Mr. President as already demonstrated, so that he can move forward in strength, so that we can go together.
Nigerian people!
Chiwendo Osisiago, TBN News, Abuja.